Listen, who you have children with is a very important financial decision. I don't know who needs to hear this, but listen, the reason this is on me right now is because my wife is pregnant. I haven't said that on the channel, but we're gonna have our second child. She's like 14 weeks or so, right? And I'm out here delivering pizzas, trying to make extra money for the things we want to do, yada yada. And you would not believe how often, it's a guy right behind me actually, you would not believe how often I see dads picking up, and it's always dads picking up their children from the mother's house for whatever reason, right? So they are very clearly separated. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. And I look at that situation and I feel sad for everybody involved. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a good childhood if your parents aren't together. I grew up with a single mother, but I'll be real with you. It would have been a lot better, I believe, if I had both parents in the household. And it would have been better financially too, honestly. Now, for them, would it have been better? I don't know. Maybe they weren't ready to be together, but that's kind of my point, is that before you lay down with someone, before you have sex with someone, be sure that you're ready to deal with the consequences of those actions, because you do not want to be putting a child in a position where they have to deal with two households because you brought them into the world before you were ready. And I'm very thankful for my wife, because regardless of how much we may, spat or, disagree, whatever, I know that will not be us. Now, you might be saying, oh, you never know, it could be you. I hear you. I understand. But you're not in my relationship. So yeah, I can only tell you what I know about my wife. And what I know about my wife is that the two of us, I believe, would rather die than split our household up. Like, when we got in front of that altar, or whatever you want to call it, it wasn't like we didn't have it at church, but when we got married and we said until death, we meant until death. And I don't think many people actually mean that. I'm not saying I'm gonna be perfect and I'm gonna get it all right, and there might be times where she might not want to be with me, or I have no idea. I can't tell the future, like, obviously. But what I do know is our household being together is so important to us that we sacrifice a number of things in ourselves that we might want, so that is not our reality, because our daughter and this new child we have coming into the world is just way too important. So I just wanted to put that on y'all today, just because it might not be money related, but it's a different world having to pick your kid up from their mom's house. I don't know what kind of visitation that guy had, but I don't want that for anybody. And I damn sure don't want it for any of you. So be real careful who you be out here with. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll talk to y'all later.